Between these iconic hedges, the field where some of college football's greats have called home. Sanford Stadium in Athens, Georgia, where these fans are ready to turn the dogs loose. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on another team from the SEC, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. So Alabama's offense takes the field to start this game off. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job on the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, boom, and making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
On the run, it's Hart. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Working the middle, it's complete. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Bulldogs offense will... First time. And if these two guys wind up getting matched up, David, we'll see what wins, speed or force.
Yeah, and you love to be physical and set the tone, and this linebacker does that consistently. Now, Jesse, keeping up with the speed on the other side, that's a different animal.
Might be different, but we're going to see this receiver work underneath on some drag routes. You better be careful. You do not want to get caught in the wash against this linebacker.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Yeah, defense is about getting off the football. And when that defensive line can be disruptive and get in the backfield right away and mess up those pullers actions on those counter plays, it can be really advantageous for the defense. Great job by the defense being hyperactive.
It's complete to the right. They get him down after he makes the catch. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that, take a shot down the field, and don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the...
Ball in the air, intercepted! And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that up.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. They'll run it from the gun. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And they'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
And I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
The give to the tailback. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
They're bringing heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Georgia lining up to punt it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Here comes that Alabama offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3-and-out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down.
It's a really nice-looking throw. This dude is a weapon in this offense at the quarterback position. It's so funny, I think back to guys like Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron, guys that may or may not have unfairly been tabbed as game managers. And then you think of Jalen Hurts, Tua, and Bryce Young in recent years, and just how dynamic and versatile these guys were at the position and how they've really helped take this offense to the next level. Watching this guy reminds me a little bit.
Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver shows motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown tie! Well, just as you would expect, that...
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that ranked-on-ranked matchup that has just gone final. Pittsburgh came through with a lunch pail hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And I guess it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won, and the fact this wasn't ever really in question. A top 25 clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a first down play. He'll set up to throw. Fires to the tight end. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. The Dogs pick up the first down through the air, and the Georgia faithful starting to howl and bark.
And we've seen that in the past with Georgia. Maybe you get a little bit conservative, a little bit too much reliant on great defense, run the football. The reason that they broke through, the reason they started winning championships in the recent era, they became more aggressive, more dynamic throwing the football down the field. It's really frustrating when you get a guy in his spot. He's in the hole. He's there to do his job, and he can't get the guy on the ground. That's your job. Get him on the ground. You know, especially a guy that's not a huge back. You got to make that tackle. You can't make it easy on the offense when now they got a manageable situation.
They'll try the left side.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Roach. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on 3rd and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
Going up top on first down. Hard running there. And the tackle is made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Holding, offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. And the Dogs are on the move. Looking to throw. He's right on target. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On second down, wants to throw it. Still looking, on the move. Fires the pass, intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And this is obviously not... This quarterback here, 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. This pressure from the defensive front is overwhelming, much like when 3-time All-American David Pollock played on the Georgia defensive front. Whatever happened to that guy?
A washed-up old guy. I've heard bad things about that guy. But no, when you look at these defenses Georgia's had, these dominant defenses, man, it's just big, physical guys up front. You think about the Jordan Davises, the Trey...
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. We should have ran a better route.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line gets set, first down. Go to the air. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there. Size and still making the play.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. Quarterback will audible. On second down, he's looking downfield. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield.
That's an absolute strike right there. Giving me... vibes, some Aaron Murray vibes, even Matthew Stafford with the arm talent on that throw. I'll tell you, they can attack any spot of the field in the passing game because of this guy's talent.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Trying the left side. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Grab near the marker is Parker. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
You're not getting him on the ground, still on his feet. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes that Alabama offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them. He
lost it high and deep down the left side. Got a lot of running room. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the bread basket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job at getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. TCU is running away with this one thanks to an offense that hasn't been stopped since that group stepped off the bus. They're up 14 over Ohio. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
He's back to throw on second down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go?
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's call it.
Wants to throw on first down. He finds his man. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. He's going to pass. It's complete on the right side. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. They're going to test the right side with this one. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Feeling some heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out route. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Trying to find his man on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Last play didn't go as planned. Now 2nd and 10 from the 26. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. Pass interference penalty will cost the defense 15 and a first down for this offense. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. They'll throw it on first down. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
He'll try to tack on one more. Splits the uprights. They march the ball 51 yards for the score. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
You just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. Looking to move it through the air. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have... Timeout in the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He'll come out throwing on first down. Fires to the wideout. He makes the catch. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Never a doubt. And now they take the lead. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Comes out throwing on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, men. The end of a very entertaining first 2 quarters of football in Athens.
Got things teed up and just about ready to go here in the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Handoff to the lone back. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Here comes that Alabama offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a...
And the defense gets to the quarterback. If there's ever been a position group that sort of identifies with the team's mascot, it would be the bulldog mentality of this Georgia front.
Those hunkering down dogs up front, they got to hunker down and stop the run and be physical. And then guess what? It gets into passing situations. Now I'm quick. Now I'm on the edge. Now I'm making that quarterback's life a living you-know-what.
Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find... Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards, get some first downs, get some positive momentum.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Bama! How about that D coming up with a play like that? What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Western Michigan is in front. They've been impressive today, but they still have to finish the job, and that is not a given. They're up by a field goal over Washington State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And the DB right with him to knock it away. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football. No PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
He just couldn't hold his water long enough in the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty.
False start. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, so close to paying off. The tip really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete.
Nothing's working right now in the pass game for this guy. This is the nightmare scenario. He's already been picked off 3 times. That one got swatted away. Lucky it wasn't another interception. This quarterback is not playing with a ton of confidence.
They're trying to get to it. Pressure coming. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Well, this head coach is clearly sending a message, going for it this close to his own end zone. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Escapes trouble, and they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
Yeah, and down by 2 scores, and I guess you get to the point where you got to say, I'm going to go for it. We got to be aggressive. We got to make this happen. They tried to make it happen. The defense comes up big. Now, it is not looking good.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Alabama! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Quarterback checking the play. Wants to fire on second down. Looking to the big tight end. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Defense were always trying to get some tips. You know, break on the football, get a tip, get it up in the air. Nice job by the player breaking on the football and forcing the incompletion.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground. The Tide offense rolls onto the field.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, dude, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but boring.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
He stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. And, guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And this one splits the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger. That last score sort of felt like the finishing touches on a great meal, didn't it, as they get ready to line up for the kickoff. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense. First down. The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across college football. You find that dude at the quarterback spot, it takes you from good to great, and you've seen that with Georgia over the last several seasons.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Intercepted. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives him the ball in prime field position at the 40. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A 1st down for the offense. Jet sweep to the receiver. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
That is an incredible job by the defense to stop that receiver in particular on that jet sweep. This is one of the fastest guys in college football, period. So for the fact that the defense was able to corral him and get him down and limit him, that was pretty impressive.
They bring him down. He's got a 1st down, but that might be the final play of the 3rd quarter. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. First down to start the drive after the break. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
They'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that pass is intercepted. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
The most frustrating thing I see in football is when teams give up and they quit and they wave the white flag. It drives me nuts. You're on the field. Your job is to stop them. It doesn't matter what the scoreboard is. It doesn't matter how much time is left. Keep fighting. Keep grinding. You never know what can happen. Maybe you get hot. Maybe you make an all-time comeback.
Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Takes a hit as he fires. Catch in the middle. It's Parker. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. The Dogs come to the line with a new set of downs. To the ground with the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. On second down, they'll take to the air. Throws to the tight end. And incomplete on the deep ball.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
He's open on the right. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game.
A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back.
Pass on the way. It's picked off. He'll try to take it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
And with a lead like they have here in the fourth quarter, no question this offense is going to continue trying to pound the rock. They're going to run the football and try to ice this game.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Trying to move the sticks on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide open downfield. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Lowers those pads. Touchdown tie. And the route is on. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a master class in offensive productivity.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack.
Makes the grab on the right, and he breaks into the open. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Lets it fly. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle. Nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. On first down, here comes this offense. Using his legs, it's Hart. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Sometimes it's just not your day.